I don't know if you guys are tapped in, but Haley and DDG, she filed a restraining order against him, and she has been granted physical and legal custody of their son. Now, the weird side effect of this, if a woman takes out a restraining order on you, you are no longer allowed to be a gun owner.
In what state?
In California, allegedly.
Yeah. What's going on YouTube? Hey, it's Drank, Big Drank, not the little one. Welcome back to Drank World. Hit that subscribe button. Giveaway at 1K. Anyway, let's get back into this, bro. The No Jumper crew is debating it's a very serious topic right now, bro. This is like the second domestic abuse topic that's come across in the hip-hop world, at least through my sphere and on this page within the last week. But really it's more about the restraining order. Haley has put out a restraining, Haley Bailey, I think is her name, Halle Bailey, however you say that shit, put out a restraining order on DDG. Everything that's gonna come from this restraining order is what we're gonna talk about today. Look at this clip, let's get into it.
The thing about how crazy that is that DDG out here presumably lives in a super nice house, probably a ton of expensive in it, and now he's not even allowed to have a fucking gun under his bed if for somebody were to happen to show up in the middle of the night. That is crazy to me. I'm gonna actually ask ChatGPT this just to make sure. Is it true if you have a restraining order? Yeah, you are prohibited from owning or possessing firearms while the order is in effect. So basically, you got to go hide your gun and then get it back once the restraining order gets lifted. Or I guess you probably got to turn it over if you legally own it. But damn, isn't that crazy that she could file a...
Who's this girl?
His girl's a goddamn Little Mermaid, Halle Bailey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You hit?
No.
Oh, so
I ain't even fucking seen her a day in my life, but DDG, you know, he been with her.
That's some fine shit, for real. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean, we all were kind of like amazed that he landed a relationship with her at a certain point just because she was such a big, famous ass person.
Older sister bad her. She all right. The older sister bad her Chloe.
Yeah, she's
the little Beyonce.
Yeah,
that's the bad one.
I have such a hard time remembering the difference.
Now, the fact that these dudes don't know such basic state law or had to really look up such basic state law is really funny. These are the people that are like running content space on the West Coast and they don't even know like their basic. Adam's not from there, so he really shouldn't be as entwined with the laws of California as they should. But the dudes that are from there, not knowing their own state law in regards to domestic violence, anything. If you're gonna be in the streets, you should know all the laws pertaining to anything that you could fall victim to for just no reason. Like a domestic case does not have to be between you and your girlfriend. By the way, that is just any form of a case. That is an interaction between two people that know each other. You have to have some knowledge of each other for it to be considered a domestic dispute. But man, this whole thing is just showing me how stupid some of these people can be, bro. They don't even know that this is a federal law. Watch them figure this out in real time, that it's a federal law. Anything regarding a gun is always going to be a federal law, as well as there can be state laws, but it is always a federal issue. Anything regarding guns, drugs, tobacco, food, like, bro, what are we talking about? Y'all is foolish.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, this is kind of, it's a federal law, so it's not just a California thing. Either way, I mean, it's pretty crazy that your girl could really put you in the trick bag by doing the restraining order thing against you and then basically making it so that she could send someone to kill you and you're not gonna be able to do anything about it.
That's really, especially like considering like what happened with their whole case and the reason why she even got the restraining order.
Because what? Just because he was like pulling up to her crib and
well, yeah, and though if you read like the whole report, she wouldn't get it. He was trying to get her out of his whip. She got into his whip. You feel me? She's in the. I think that allegedly like the passenger seat, and he was trying to pull her out, and then they said that he had like her head wound up getting smashed into the dashboard or whatever.
Bro, they're trying to fucking Chris Brown his ass. They're trying to make it so that he can't get any brand deals or anything like this. Like he apparently allegedly was supposed to sign like multiple like huge deals because like this current run that he's on is kind of like a new thing, you know, that he's just been huge on Twitch for like, I don't know, like a month or two. And then like, you know, which is kind of crazy that like he didn't really have that kind of motion like while he was with her. Like I don't think everything was just going to or whatever.
I won't lie, it is kind of funny watching Adam and the rest of the No Jumper guys talk about people's numbers when like it's so easy to use Social Blade and other things like that. So like I don't know why there's any form of a discussion that they're having or any kind of contemplation. Like they're discussing like the use of bots and things like that, and then they even admit to their own skepticism or people's skepticism that they are using bots. So it's like, why is this conversation even a thing? Yes, people bot each other's shit. You guys have botted other people's shit. You know that there's bots being used both by people that want to make themselves look bigger, and by people who want to sabotage other people, as well as by the label who make, it doesn't ever matter. It doesn't matter. You can tell if there's bots or not, bro. People are being botted. It just is what it is. But do I think DDG is consistently botting his own shit? No, doesn't even matter. No, but it is funny to see that these dudes sit here and have like it's almost like a fake morality battle, because it's like, bro, you've literally admitted to like botting subs for like, the Back on Fig and Fig Community World page, botting chatters and comments and all types of shit like that. So why are you acting as if you don't know how common and easy it is to do, bro? You know what that 1099 could do, brother. Stop capping.
There is part of me that wonders, like, I see the numbers. I know his shit is big. He's got 1 million followers on there. He's got like one of the top subscribed people on there, or in terms of like people paying for his content and everything like that. But it's like, sometimes I wonder, because I see the shit getting clipped everywhere, and now you have people like Neon being honest about hiring clippers to basically, like, you pay them to get your content more views. And it's kind of like, now I look at it with a little bit more of a skeptical eye, like, oh, I wonder if it just feels like DDG is gigantic because he's also paying these clippers to make it seem even bigger than it actually is.
Well, isn't that kind of the case with like the whole streaming community, essentially? Like all of them,
A lot of them, for sure.
It's heavily botted. There's like, the numbers are shrouded in controversy and mystery.
I see a lot of people trying to say that DDG is botting his numbers. I have no idea how they would actually even begin to be able to prove that. Every time I click on it on Twitch or whatever, it seems pretty normal to me.
You can
Like,
tell by the comments though.
I mean, the chat seems like mega active on his, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, presumably if you're going to pay for people to like if you're going to pay for fake viewers, you'd also pay for fake comments to match it.
Is there also, like, let's say he's getting 12,000 organic live viewers, like if they were to get him 10,000 bots, so he's like 20K plus, would you be able to notice the difference in the chat, what that looks like? Probably not.
You see a lot of people like complain and say, even with us, like, well, people tune into ours and say, oh, how do you have 5K viewers and it only looks like there's 20 people in the chat or whatever. It's like some people just have more active chats than others. For sure. Either way, I mean, I don't know. Like, it feels like right now we've kind of gotten to the point where the media has gone back to like grade school level, where all the boys are rooting for DDG, Tory Lanez, I don't even know who else here we're gonna say, but like fucking Diddy. No, literally, yeah. And then meanwhile, all the girls are standing on business for
Cassie.
Meg Thee Stallion, Haley Bailey, Cassie, etc. So it's like, now you come home from work, if you work in social media or having comments about this kind of, you don't even want to talk about it with your girl, because your girl's feed looks, maybe not yours, but my girl's feed looks completely different. And when I'm saying to her, I'm like, yo, yeah, like the Diddy shit looking kind of crazy, because Cassie's basically having to admit that she was a willing participant in a lot of this. And I could tell by the way my girl responds to it that she's like, what? Like, that's not what it looks like on my algorithm. Yeah, man. My algorithm is all skepticism for any abused woman.
My girl said free Tory.
See,
You feel me?
you
Like,
definitely dating someone who's playing messy politics. Yeah, your girl sides with the bros. That's a problem.
This is me in real time. So I just watched him say it again. Bro, I'm not gonna cap. Adam's funny as fuck sometimes, bro. That was funny. See? Your girl plays messy politics. That's not good. She sides with the bros. Yo, Adam does not, he does not give a fuck, bro. He gonna say whatever he want on his show. Until somebody takes off on Adam, he is gonna say whatever he wants to y'all face, bro. I'm not gonna cap. I love it. I think it's funny as shit. Hey, but listen, bro, this is a crazy one. This is a crazy. Let me know what y'all think is gonna happen between DDG and Haley, man. Hopefully everything goes good between them, and in the best interest of the child type shit. I don't want to see anybody playing dirty games against the other, just to be spiteful and shit. You know what I'm saying? Remember, there's a kid involved in this shit. Be respectful in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Have you ever gone through a situation like this, man? Luckily, I have not, so I can't really relate on that personal level, but I've watched people go through shit like this, man. Hit that comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this one, man. What do you think's gonna happen? What side are you on? DDG? You team DDG or you team Haley? Holly, Haley, whatever, Bailey? I don't know. Watch this video. Watch that video right there. It's funny. I'm funny. Brandon might get fired from No Jumper. Click that video. Shout out Gangland Neem.